Yep, still stuck at home, and I can't stop snacking. Here's another Anna Cooks Anything. Pretty good. So what is Anna Cooks Anything, I hear you say? Well, thank you so much for asking that question, really appreciate that. Anna Cooks Anything is basically me, Anna, in my kitchen at home, cooking viral recipes that are doing the rounds on the internet. So far we've had slow cooker KFC, we've had Greg's cheese, bean and sausage bakes, we've also done slow cooker fudge, and today we're going to be making a chocolate cake using rice and potatoes. Crazy. So this is a recipe from Rosie Brandreth Pointer, who was on last year's Bake Off. I mean, she knows what she's doing, so this can only go well, surely, right? Right? So, first ingredients you're gonna need: 200 grams of rice, uncooked rice, any rice you like, basmati, sushi if you're being posh. Then you need 300 grams of potatoes that have been peeled, cooked and mashed. I'll be honest, mashing potatoes is my absolute least favourite job of all time, so these are basically just boiled potatoes that I've squished a bit. Then you've got 300 grams of caster sugar, but again, you can basically use any sugar that you've got in the cupboards. And 60 grams of cocoa powder, nice. 250 mils of milk, good, see that? And then it's ramekin time. I know you've all been looking forward to that. We've got 170 grams of butter, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then also 1 teaspoon of instant coffee. So have yourself a coffee and just save a little bit. Just a little bit of behind the scenes footage here. You didn't actually think I could remember all those amounts, did you? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put all our rice in a blender or a food processor, and then we're going to whiz it up into a fine powder. So I guess that kind of makes the floury element of the cake, who knows. So you want to whiz this up, really nice and fine. Just keep whizzing till it's a nice fine powder. Oh, that actually looks like flour, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so next thing we need to do is we're going to add the lemon juice to the milk, and apparently it's going to separate, but that's what we want. I don't know what to think of this. What you want to happen here is you want it to curdle, so it'll become a bit like cottage cheese. Don't know why we want that to happen, but we do. So I'm giving that a little stir. I mean, it's not up to much. I thought it was going to be really dramatic. I thought it was going to be like a big science experiment, but okay, well, we'll keep an eye on that. I'll let you know if anything exciting happens. Okay, while the milk is set aside separating, sounds nice, we're going to beat the butter and the sugar together in a bowl. This is where you want to have really good, strong arms, ideally, just like me. Okay, right. God, that was hard work. But you know what they say, you wouldn't deserve a cake if you didn't have to work hard for it. Otherwise they'd just sell them in the shops, wouldn't they? Anyway, time to add the mashed potato. You know what? This actually doesn't look too bad. It just sort of looks like a sort of weird wet cake mixture. Who'd have thought it? Anyway, right, now you just have to add all the rest of the ingredients. So I'm adding that in, everything's in, and I'm just going to give it a good mix again. Now obviously at the beginning of the video I should have told you to preheat your ovens to 180 or 160 degrees fan oven. I obviously haven't done that, so we now have to wait for our ovens to heat up. I can only apologise. But you need to line a cake tin like this with baking paper. Nice. And then we're going to pour the mixture into the cake tin. Now Rosie suggests using, what does she say? She says an 8-inch cake tin. I've got no idea what size this cake tin is, but we're going to go with it and hope for the best. And she says bake it for an hour. In your pot. See you in an hour. Right, I gave the cake another 5 minutes in the oven. I gave it a right good skewering, and I think it's cooked now. So the cake has cooled. I've added a chocolate ganache, because that's the kind of person I am. It's basically just cream and chocolate. And I put that on the top, but Rosie says that you don't actually need to add an icing or a ganache. I don't know why I keep saying ganache, it just makes me feel French and fancy. Because the cake is very moist anyway, so you can just have it on its own or with a sprinkle of icing sugar. I think that would probably be nice. Oh, it's tasting time. I'll be honest, the mixture felt a little bit grainy when I was putting it into the cake tin. So I wonder if this is going to be a bit gravelly. But I think this is probably my fault because I don't think I mixed the, I don't think I ground the rice for long enough. And that's no one's fault of mine. So let's have a look. Now I'd be lying if I said it wasn't crunchy. I can definitely still feel a bit of ricey residue in there. It actually tastes really good, but it's just a slightly crunchier texture than anyone's ever expected from a sponge cake. But the taste is good, so it's a half win. Half win. Half win. Thank you for watching this week's Anna Cooks Anything, where you've basically just spent the last 5 minutes watching me eat chocolate rice. Please do come back again where I'll be cooking more viral recipes. Hopefully next time I'll do the right thing and it'll be better. And don't forget to like Delish UK on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and you'll get to see more of these ridiculous videos where I make a real mess of my kitchen and don't have anything to show for it. Bit annoying. Can you hear that crunch? I'll forget it.